Time to check back in with Halen Woolheit. She's talking about what's going on later tonight.
Yeah, Halen, it has to do with severe ingredients. So what are we looking for?
Yeah, everything's pretty much in place for the severe storms this evening. You know, when you step outside, we have a lot of moisture outside. It's very humid. Dew points will be in the 60s this afternoon and evening, so that is going to lead to some pretty unstable air at the surface. I mean, we're talking about CAPE values up to 1,000, 2,000 joules per kilogram, which is really high, but we also have that trigger or that lift. We got that dry line that's going to be moving into west central Kansas into that late afternoon into early evening hours, and also to a change in the wind with height. That is going to allow for some more spin action, especially if those storms can get a little bit more discreet. But as mentioned, very unstable air we're going to be working with throughout the day today. But is that going to be enough to form thunderstorms or at least widespread storms? Unfortunately, we're dealing with a thing called the cap, and we've talked about this every now and then. What is exactly the cap? Well, we've got this layer of warm, stable air high above in the atmosphere, and even though we have a lot of unstable air that is continuously rising above into the atmosphere, it is going to run into that layer of stable air and unfortunately won't be able to break through it unless the cap is a little bit on the weaker side. Again, the cap acts like a lid to a drink. If you can't break through that lid, you're not going to be seeing quite a bit of thunderstorms. Thunderstorms will be struggling to get through that cap and just kind of struggle throughout the day today, and that's why a lot of our models are really hinting at not a lot of things happening, because we have a strong layer of stable air above the atmosphere. But if conditions change throughout the day and we can weaken that cap, then yes, then we may see a little bit more thunderstorm activity, but that is just something we're going to have to monitor very closely throughout the day today. So even though we are seeing quite a bit of some higher end environments, again, things just have to play out in our favor, that the cap will have to stay a little bit on the stronger side to keep thunderstorms at bay. So just make sure you're staying up to date with the forecast, and of course make sure you have a plan in place when severe weather strikes in your area.